So you thought when you saw The Covenant, it was a horror movie, right?
Yes, because there are 2 horror movies called The Covenant.
Yeah.
One is about vampires. The other one is about the devil. And typically that doesn't happen, but I'm guessing that's why he put Guy Ritchie's The Covenant in here.
Yes.
There's 2 other Covenants, so just know that.
Yes. So, yes, we're talking about Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. It's in theaters right now.
Okay.
It's rated R. It's 2 hours and 3 minutes long. It was written and directed by Guy Ritchie, which is why he can put his name up there.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. And it stars Jake Gyllenhaal as Sergeant John Kenley.
Okay.
Dar Salim as Ahmed.
I like that name.
Johnny Lee Miller as Colonel Vokes. You remember him from The Crown. This movie called Alice. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I've seen Aeon Flux though.
Let me stop for a second.
Alice. Oh yes, you talking about with
Keke Palmer.
You know what? I just seen that. I meant to post about that. I just seen that maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah, me too.
I'm on the fence about how I feel about the movie. It was interesting kind of how it happened,
Well,
what happened.
maybe we shouldn't get too deep into it.
No, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just saying, I pulled it up, I want to say Amazon or something, whatever.
It's on Stars.
It's on Stars?
Yeah.
But it has Common in there.
Yes.
Common's in there.
Yes.
Take a watch at it. If you stream it for free, the concept was kind of interesting. I just wish they would have went a little further with it, but.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Alexander Ludwig as Sergeant Declan O'Brady. You remember him from Vikings, Hunger Games, and Bad Boys for Life, the newest one?
Who is he the chief in Bad Boys for Life? I don't remember who
No,
he was
he's
in Bad
one of
Boys.
the young people. You know how they're trying to...
Oh, the one that Will Smith was about to...
Yeah, well, they're trying to sing it
Punch
to
him.
the bad
I
boys.
shouldn't say slap in the face. I'm not trying to go down that route when we talked about Will Smith. But the boy was being disrespectful, like calling Will grandpa or something. And Will was like, I will you up. Keep it up, little boy. Now I know who you're talking about. Okay.
And Anthony Starr plays Eddie Parker. And you'll know him from The Boys.
Wait, who was he in The Boys? Is he one of the...
He's the main character, the
the good guy.
dude.
Okay.
Why am I blanking on his character's name?
Are you talking about the good guy or the bad guy?
The heroes are kind of bad guys.
Well, are you talking about...
He's a good guy, bad guy. He's the one that's like Superman.
You talking
character.
about... That's the one you talking... Oh, we hate his guts.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That's
we hate
him.
his guts. I can't wait for the next... That show, by the way, if you've never seen it, oh my freaking gosh, you need to watch that movie. Not the movie, the series. Freaking fantastic writing. I know who you're talking... His name is... Homelander.
Yes.
Dang.
He plays Homelander in The Boys.
Oh, I got my friend on this show, and he called me after like the first 3 episodes. He was like, I'm telling you right now, I can't stand Homelander. I was like, oh honey, you've seen nothing yet. Just when you thought that guy could do the worst possible thing a human could do, let somebody hold you.
This show shows superheroes in a reality type light, like what they would be like in real life. And it is not for kids. Not for kids.
Oh, it gets some...
Let me say it one more time. Not for kids. And I know that you'll be like, well, my kid can see violence. You want your kid to see some sex stuff that
you didn't even think about yourself.
Rated X. It's not for kids.
No, there's some stuff that we seen in there. We were like, what the... Listen, when I first... I'll make this really quick so we can finish this. But when I first seen the previews for... the show was just so good. For The Boys. I said, oh, this is probably going to be pretty cool. Kind of like a teeny bopper superheroes kind of thing is what I thought. Yeah. Sitting there, it must have been 8 minutes. And I was like...
The first episode?
What
the club scene?
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yes.
I think I rewinded it 5 times. I'm like, that didn't just happen. That didn't just happen because I know it didn't. It's not possible. After that, I was hooked on the show. I wanted them to release the whole season because I like to binge. And I get so mad that I have to wait the next week and the next week and see how is it even possible for Homelander to become worse. How? He's going to show you. Okay, so let's talk about The Covenant.
All right, so I'm going to say the summary that MGM put out there.
Okay.
So this is from MGM. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant follows U.S. Army Sergeant John Kenley, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Afghan interpreter Ahmed Dar Salim. After an ambush, Ahmed goes to Herculean lengths to save Kenley's life. When Kenley learns that Ahmed and his family were not given safe passage to America as promised, he must repay his debt by returning to the war zone to retrieve them before the Taliban hunts them down first.
So this is definitely good action.
Yes. Lots of action.
Okay. I kind of enjoy a lot of military movies, especially when they're out in the field, you know what I mean, on the front line. It gets really good.
Yeah.
Like Saving Private Ryan is probably the first time I really sat and seen a war movie and was like, the realism in here, oh my freaking God. I think the first, 10 minutes of Saving Private Ryan was like, oh man. Like the realism of it just kind of got me. Like, you know, my dad haven't been in the war. My dad haven't been in a Korean war. He never liked talking about that. And I understand because of listening to other veterans, you know, and they'll tell you what happened to them. And some of the stuff that you don't realize what veterans have to do so we can sit here and do this. Yeah. You know, in sunshine and walk out and do what we want to do every day. There's a dirty part of that you don't want to see. Like, I enjoy eating steak, but I'm not going to go kill the animal and skin it. Right. But there's some stuff that veterans have to go through that none of us will ever understand, and I respect them for that.
My dad is retired military too. Now, I have never seen any action myself. I have never, you know, I'm not in the military. I am a military child. But this movie seemed to be pretty realistic too. I'm saying that, I'm prefacing with, I have not been there myself, but this was it seemed pretty accurate.
Well, we know a bit from talking to our families sometimes, but we never know the true grit of some of the stuff that they've gone through because sometimes they don't, it's too hard for them to talk about. Oh yeah. That's why I always got respect for anybody that's been in the military, especially if they've been on the front lines. You have every ounce of my respect all the time.
I'm going to be 100% honest and say, when I saw the previews for this movie, I thought, it looks kind of interesting, but it's not really on my list. But
it didn't look like, ooh, I got to see it.
My movie partner said, ooh, I got to see it.
Oh, he did say, okay, he did say that. Okay.
So I was like, well, dang. Especially if he's saying, ooh, I got to see it. First of all, he goes to see stuff that he might not want to see so much with me. So there's that. And secondly, if he's saying that, then I know there's a lot of other people out there that are like, ooh, I got to see it. So I was like, let's go see it. So we could review it, get this in the books.
We had a ton of bomb movies that came out this month.
I enjoyed it.
And it's still going, so just so you know.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than what I thought I was going to. It was good. It was touching. It was heartwarming. It was almost Fast and Furious, though.
Oh, God.
Because,
what about family, though?
They said Herculean.
If he got family, though, it's all about family.
It's all about family. And that's why he went back for that man, because that man was like family.
Can y'all please make sure Dominic Toretto does not say family? I don't care if y'all want to make 20, just stop it. Y'all irritating the heck out of me. Family. As long as we got family.
Ahmed went through extraordinary lengths.
Oh, did he?
To save John Kenley's life. Okay? Like unrealistic almost, but I guess it is realistic because I think this is based on a true story. Lengths to save this man's life. Which is what propelled him to go back to save his life and his family's life.
That's commendable. Because you could come sit on your comfy couch and be chill and be like, hey, he on his own.
Could you go through a desert with the Taliban after you, with hills and mountains, and drag a person's body with you for 100 clicks? Could you do that? Because that's what this man did.
That's why we respect our military, because I know I know I couldn't do it. I don't think I would survive. Listen, courage is one thing.
People coming at you,
and you knowing they're trying to blow your head off. There's no maybe that they're aiming at me. Yes, they're trying to blow your freaking head off, or maybe cut it off.
Oh yeah.
And you really going through these lengths when you, like I said, you could have just sat on your couch and chill, but you got heart for that, and that's called a passion for what you do. And it's I can see where that would be heartfelt. So I'm definitely gonna have to go check this out. So
there are extra scenes too. So after the credits start rolling, you'll see photos of real life soldiers and interpreters. So you'll see.
Oh, they have somebody interpreting from the English to their language. Is that what Salim was doing?
Both.
Okay, got it.
But he's like, I'm not just a translator, I'm an interpreter. Because he was interpreting people's body languages and everything. This man,
that's called skills.
He was the right one. He lucked out and picked the right one.
He's like the BAU for the military is what that sounds like.
Yeah,
you can break down their character, what you know. You got passion for that.
Because I don't want to give anything away, so I'm just going to say that. But some notes. In December 2022, Ritchie revealed that the title had been changed from The Interpreter to The Covenant.
I think that The Covenant sounds better. The Interpreter sounds boring.
Because a covenant is an agreement, a deal, or a promise. You know. So that's why he named it that, because they had like a bond. They had a unwritten, covenant. Agreement. Like, you saved my life, like I owe you my life.
Something else, something I gotta pay it forward.
Yeah, his family was even like, he brought you back to us. So it was like that promise.
That makes sense, because the other movie, Covenant, is actually about a covenant of vampires. And the other movie, The Covenant, look it up. You're gonna see somebody in there that might surprise you. But anyhow, that one is actually pretty much like about the devil, like a possession. So
that's why I didn't see that.
Yeah. You will.
In January 2022, MGM, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, bought U.S. distribution rights to the film, which had been titled The Interpreter, planning to distribute it either via their United States Artists Releasing joint venture, which Amazon folded into MGM itself into 2023.
Brand new information, okay.
While STX Films co-financed the film and handled international sales, Amazon Prime Video acquired some of the international distribution rights, as well as post-theatrical streaming rights in the United States. So,
boy, these streaming services are doing it, ain't they?
If you're looking for this one to stream, you're going to be checking out Amazon Prime first.
I mean, I bet you they're probably going to charge for the first few weeks, because this is the kind of movie a lot of people would like to see. We like military movies.
Yeah,
I definitely want to see it, but I actually do want to go to the theater to see this.
Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big, like, theatrical. There's explosions and there's people getting shot, and there's that bullet sound.
I love that sound. I'm not saying I love it because I want to do. I'm just saying that just the sound effects
for a movie. I would not want to hear that in real life. I don't want to hear that in real life.
You don't want to be anywhere here.
No, ma'am. No.
But in the military movies, when they make it all authentic like that with the sound effects, it just makes the movie more good. You're just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, especially when a bullet hits somebody, you see like have their face fall off. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's exciting. So I'm going to give it. I know that I can give it a solid 3.
I was wondering. I figured you would probably
give it a solid 3 because
3.5.
It's not necessarily my stilo, even though I did really enjoy Jarhead and those type of movies.
I like the Jarhead too.
Yeah, but I did enjoy it, and I felt like, I don't feel like I wasted my time, my effort, or my money.
Matinee, or would you?
I'm gonna say matinee. Matinee all the way. If this is your thing though, like military movies, and you want to see some heroic stuff, then full price might not be bad for you. But overall, I'd say matinee, and you won't feel bad.
Okay. There we go. I'm going to check this one out though, because I've seen it. I mean, the other two movies are absolutely nothing like this, but still, I like military stuff. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have our review of Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. And don't forget me, Thommi, and Jules here. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Yes, check
Cash App. If you want to make a donation, anything, we appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
And also, we take requests. Yes. Tell us what you want to see. We'll review it and shout you out. And also, don't forget, GottaBeReel is also on the FearCon Network. How can you find FearCon Network? Well, you go to Connect to Your City. You'll click on the FearCon tab, and you're going to see all of our horror and like super thriller content.
Does it just say FearCon, or does it say Phoenix FearCon?
I think it just says FearCon. Let me double check, but it is Phoenix FearCon, just so you know.
Okay.
And you can also go to phoenixfearcon.com and see all the events that we go through. All through the year, we have a lot of good stuff going on, not just during Halloween, but Halloween is when we boom, we got the creepy stuff going on. Yeah. But check us out. Talk to us. Matter of fact, I would love to see a veteran in here talking to us about some of this stuff. Here.
Yeah, let's love it. See the movie, if it is realistic.
What you thought about it, how it compares, if you've been in war, how does it compare to it?
Yeah.
We want to know this stuff. We like we said, our fathers were military, but it's not always easy for people to talk about it. We'd like to talk about it with you. So, chat with us. Let us know. All right. All right, well, we appreciate you for tuning in to all of our reviews all the time. Trust me, we love you so much for it. Our audience just keeps growing, especially on YouTube. My gosh, we love our people on YouTube. But hey, come on through, talk to us, chat with us, request. We want to know. All right, well, thank you very much for tuning in, and we want to see you soon. All right,
thank you.
See you back. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.